Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Hill Phenom SP3. This is episode 30. Get in your DeLorean, pump up the flux capacitor for True Rewind. For me and my fellow Monday Night Warriors, we go back in time to the beginning of the Monday Night Wars and review WCW Nitro and WWF Raw and let you know what was the better show for the week. I am back once again with the connoisseur of all reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
What is up, gentlemen? What is the time? Does anyone have the time?
Vader time?
Oh, it's Vader time!
Absolutely. And he is back with us. He is not doing any coke in the 1980s back-to-back episodes. We have the Supreme Ivan Ooze, Drunk Guy JJ.
Here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get this road on the show, fellas.
Absolutely. He gets everything wrong. Yes.
That was on purpose.
I know. I realized that.
It's so convincing.
We are reviewing the post-Royal Rumble 1996 episode of WWF Raw, as well as the go-home show for Clash of the Champions on WCW Nitro from January 22nd, 1996. The big 3-0 for True Rewind. So, give us a thumbs up. Show your support for the True Rewind series. You can, if you haven't already, press the iCard down below to subscribe, the bell below that, and push all for all notifications for all the great content right here on True Heel Heat. And of course, we want to know your thoughts on this episode, so post your comments down below and let us know what you thought about the January 22nd, 1996 episodes of WCW Nitro and WWF Raw. Romeo is our quarterback, our pilot. Take it away.
All right, before I start with Nitro, I have some news nuggets here from the Wrestling Observer newsletter during this time. One, very interesting. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit have both signed 2-year deals with WCW.
Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations,
fellas.
Well deserved.
Another, on the WCW hotline, Terry Taylor had said that the ECW champion, which is Sandman currently, was a drug addict. And Paul Heyman threatened to sue WCW over that. Terry Taylor later apologized.
Wow. That was a little much.
Oh, no, right? Shit.
That escalated quickly.
The WCW hotline, Eric Bischoff responds to the Billionaire Ted skits with Mike Tenay. He says he didn't think it was a gamble to go against Raw because he believes WCW has superior talent. He called the skits a desperate man doing desperate things. He says he's surprised Nitro started defeating Raw in the ratings. People are creatures of habit, and he figured it'd take a year or two for people to start gravitating to WCW. Bischoff defended WCW's steroid policy. He said he'd let Hogan and Savage's lawyers deal with the steroid allegations. And he knocks the Goldust character. He says it's embarrassing what Vince is doing to Dustin Rhodes, and he feels sorry for Vince if that's the most creative thing he could come up with. He finished by saying McMahon is the Vern Gagne of the 1990s, and his time is past.
Wow.
I love it.
That won't be the last of Teddy Bischoff. Nitro. It is January 22nd, 1996.
Happy
Caesar's
birthday, Mom.
Palace. Happy birthday, Mom.
Yes.
Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada.
I will say this was the sleekest look for a Nitro yet.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Speaking of Las Vegas, according to WON, did you guys know this? There had been talk of moving Nitro permanently to Las Vegas, doing 1 week live, 1 week taped, doing shows there permanently for Nitro. I never knew that.
Well, that explains those what we'll see during this night with the Hogan Savage promos, and
my God,
how they specified that their first match in WCW would be at Caesar's Palace. That explains a lot.
Do you have a Mongo and Pepe report?
I don't have the line exactly because I was like, I'm not gonna rewind this shit for Mongo because it wasn't that bad what he said, but I do know that Pepe is dressed in a tuxedo and so is Mongo, sort of, I guess. And Aliva, Oliva Rasa. Yes, I said that wrong on purpose because that's how Conan said it a lot of times. But yes, Conan makes his WCW Nitro debut.
K-Dog.
He interrupts the opening and he challenges Psychosis to a match at Clash of Champions for the Mexican Heavyweight Championship.
Out of nowhere.
Oh, man, Mexicans.
Macho Man Randy Savage makes his entrance with several voluptuous women, including Linda Hogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Linda
First one
Hogan
out.
was the first one out. Then there was Deborah McMichael. And then we also had Nancy Woman Sullivan at the time.
Randy, you can hear Randy. He tells Mean Gene he's going to be steaming hot tonight with all those ladies. Hogan comes out behind them, wishes him good luck because he's his brother and best friend. Of course, he just wants the first shot at the title should Macho Man win. What an asshole!
What a shitty friend. You always are thinking about yourself, Hulk Hogan.
Always title match. At least you wish him good luck.
There's a ton of announcements for Clash of the Champions going on tomorrow. Bischoff announces Miss Elizabeth will be there. That's Hogan and Randy's surprise. Ric Flair confronts women after his entrance. They have a past. Women apparently managed him.
Yes.
Woman slaps him. Flair bumps for her. We hear Pittsburgh Steeler Kevin Green is going to be backing up Macho tomorrow. The Road Warriors are going to return. Hawk and Animal, they're going to reunite.
Oh, my God. That's the show, man. We fucking get it. Greenwood's going to be at Clash Champions. We got it.
There's a cheesy ad with Sting and a kid for WCW Magazine. Macho has Flair down with several moves off the top rope. Jimmy Hart distracts on the apron. Arn Anderson to the apron. Flair holds Randy for Arn to use an illegal object. Randy dodges. Flair gets hit right in front of the ref's eyes. Hulk Hogan comes down to take care of Arn. The crowd goes crazy. Macho Man with it.
Bell rings early.
with an elbow drop with bells ringing. The ref counts to 3 anyway. The bell rings again. Dirty finish. 10:26. Hulk goes crazy knowing he's the number one contender. Knowing his best friend is world champion. Randy kisses the championship belt, and Hogan just grandstands his celebration. From the Wrestling Observer, Savage had been throwing a fit for having to put over Ric Flair so much. This move was done to placate Randy Savage. And Ric Flair is making noise about wanting to leave WCW, unhappy about his current direction. WCW wants to turn him babyface, making him a living legend character, and Rick wants to remain heel.
I get where WCW is coming from because I barely heard the crowd ever boo, no matter where they are in the couple of months. I think it's been 4 or 5 months. We've been watching Nitro. Yeah, Flair's barely ever booed. So I understand WCW's thinking Flair just needs to go with the program, in my opinion, because he is basically a babyface that does heelish things at this point. And I get where Macho is coming from because he looked like absolute trash during his title run. So I understand him wanting to be a little pat on the back, like WCW. I came here. I'm trying to save my legacy because Vince doesn't want me to wrestle anymore. So come on, throw me a freaking bone here. Throw me a freaking bone here. So I like the decision to make this title change, especially going up against the post Royal Rumble WWF Raw, where they were bound to have a bunch of people watch the opening segment to find out what happened at the Royal Rumble. I get why they had this match at the beginning. Later on, other decisions of match placement didn't make that too much sense to me, but this one made a lot of sense.
Mean Gene is in for a word. Randy says, "Stop the music!" Randy calls out Hulk for celebrating like he won the match. I loved it. Hogan looks shocked as Macho tells him not to embarrass and clown himself. Hogan
Thank you, Macho Man.
Yeah. Hogan says, "You're welcome for helping you out." And that after he faces one-man gang tonight, he wants a shot at the title. But then he says he will earn his number one spot and they got to fight at Caesar's Palace. They got to come back. They got to fight here. And Macho can't wait to shake his hand after he beats Hulk Hogan.
I will say Randy Anderson did a shitty job because he did see Arn punch Ric Flair right in the face.
Fuck it. This should be the theme of the night. Referees playing fucking oblivious. Oh my God.
The timekeeper deserves to lose his job for ringing the bell early. There was like this whole shit was a mess, but at least it was exciting. At least it was exciting.
Crowd was going crazy.
This was Macho Man, one of Macho Man's best promos with Hulk Hogan because he called him out on his shit, celebrating my triumph like it is yours. Like you just won the title. Stop making a mess of yourself. And then Hogan, I'm number one contender now. No, nigga, I'm not the board of directors. I'm not the board of directors. It's not on me. I'm the champion. I defend my title against who they want me to fight. So you have to make your claim for number one contendership.
Earn your spot, Hogan.
Earn it. Yeah, earn it. Stop thinking that just because you're my friend, I'm supposed to give you a shot. Stop acting like a fool. This was the best Macho with Hogan promo yet.
To defend the timekeeper a little bit, he's just doing what happens every fucking week on this program. Like he's just used to it. It's like, oh, that's a 30 finish. That's a DQ right there. Somebody's smart enough, the timekeeper. Then it's time for Dean Malenko versus Flying Brian Pillman. This match is just going so fun and so good, and then Malenko gets caught in the ropes, and this fucking ref, Nick Patrick, looks at him like a buffoon. Could clearly see it.
Yeah, his leg is tied up in the rope. There's no way you can miss it.
Like how did he miss this? Like this made Randy Anderson look good in the opening matchup. Like I was like, this is just a new level of obliviousness.
Oh my God.
But wait, there will be more. Anyway, Pillman dives on Malenko and the ref counts it. Dirty finish. One of the worst dirty finishes I've seen in this Monday Night War. 6 minutes, 27 seconds. I will say that Malenko was pretty good here, though. Awesome and innovative, but keeps doing jobs.
No, I'm sorry. Malenko was good. Malenko was on point. But my God, was Brian Pillman awful in this match. But in my eyes, I feel like he was awful on purpose because he wasn't selling. He was very sloppy. He couldn't go over the top rope. That finish was botched. Like, he was just all around sloppy in this match, and it looked like he didn't wanted to be anywhere but in the ring. Like, he was just doing stuff because he had to, because it was his job, and not because he's actually passionate about being a professional wrestler.
Tag Team Championship. Harlem Heat. The guy's not from Harlem. The champs versus Sting and Luger. No Sherry, as apparently Harlem Heat have told her to take a hike, according to Mongo. Sting and Lex, they come out together. Although Brain says they didn't, and that Lex was 10 seconds behind him, meaning they're not on the same page. Jesus. On that note, in this match, Lex Luger is an awful tag team partner. I mean, he's distracting the ref when Sting is in control, letting him get beat down 2-on-1. Harlem Heat really put the beat down on Sting. Brain then says, people are making more out of this than it needs to be. Lex and Sting are friends. Which one is it, Brain? You can't play both sides of the fence here.
Fence. You really can't start off by saying that they're not in a cohesive unit, and then now, what the fuck?
Booker misses a Harlem hangover, and Lex gets the hot tag. Ref doesn't see it. Jimmy Hart comes out, puts a weapon in Luger's hand. There's something in his hand, and I guarantee it's not a backstage pass, says
Mongo meter.
Luger then gets the real hot tag and knocks out Booker with what Brain calls silver dollars from the casino. What?
Fucking coins.
Money flies all over the ring, and of course, this ref doesn't see anything again. He's not gonna see that.
And there's the freaking the paper from the rack of coins and coins all over fucking Booker T. But yeah.
9 minutes 15 seconds. New tag champs. The commentary emphasizes the fact that Sting didn't see Luger cheat. This was an awful finish.
I'm happy for the title change. At least it progresses the story of Sting and Luger. Sting was looking, in the words of drunk guy JJ, drippy with his ring jacket and the blue and gold. He was looking great. He looked like he was here for a pay-per-view and not a regular ass Nitro match, but he must have knew that he was winning the tag team titles here. Best attire, even though Luger is dressed like a New Japan young lion.
That is true. Hulk Hogan versus One Man Gang.
All right, show's over.
Yo, this is what I was talking about earlier. How the hell did Sting the World Tag Team title match should have main evented?
Exactly.
It should have main evented the show. Like Hulk Hogan main eventing was just another Jack Hogan off time. I think that should be a segment on these Monday Nitros. It's time for the honorary Hogan masturbation session. So we have to masturbate his ego, put him in the main event. And it's a no-nothing main event. It's a main event.
It's one-man fucking gang.
One-man gang who's a monster heel, and he completely gets dominated here.
Non-title, though. Non-title.
Oh, my God. And he's the U.S. champion. My God.
Yes. The U.S. champion is a joke. This match is only 3 minutes. Zodiac and Benoit attack Hogan after. Arn Anderson comes down. Macho Man, Pillman, Flair, Giant. Big scrum, but just the presence of Randy and Hogan is enough to intimidate all the heels from holding them off. The heels hold back the Giants, except for Pillman, who encourages him. Arn yells at Pillman for that. And then Hogan and Randy...
And Sullivan. Yeah. Sullivan got in his face as well.
And then Hogan and Randy just have basically a repeat promo with Mean Gene, saying the same stuff they said earlier.
The same thing! I'm like, so this is what ends the show.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Match of the night. I'm going to go Malenko-Pillman.
Yeah, Malenko-Pillman, even though the finish fucked and ruined
it.
But...
I'm going with Savage and Flair. That up until the finish, that was the best
work. You say that about every single match.
Up until the finish, that was the best work match. I'm sorry, Pillman was way too sloppy in that match to give them match of the night, and plus that was only a 4-minute match. At least Flair and Savage was 8 minutes, double the time of good action, and then
you know what? You're right. I'm gonna switch my match of the night. I'm just usually biased towards the cruiserweights, but I actually that match wasn't that bad, and the crowd was on point for that match too.
Crowd was on fire during that match, and that match was a lot of brawling between the two guys, and that was well worked.
MVP, I'm going to say Macho Man Randy Savage. Just by default, for winning the title and also calling out Hulk Hogan. Yeah. And he probably had a big orgy after the show. Who knows?
Looks like all their wives were in Vegas with them. So.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Macho Man. He had the best match of the night. He had the best promo he's had with Hulk Hogan, where he didn't let Hogan dominate him and domineer him. No, I'm not. I mean what I'm saying. He did not let Hogan domineer him, and so he deserves a lot of credit.
LVP, I'm gonna go Nick Patrick and Hulk Hogan.
I'm going to go with every referee tonight. And
Yes, I'm going to go with Nick Patrick, Randy Anderson, and Hulk Hogan. The three-way co-LVP on this night.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
3 dirty finishes. Mongo meter goes to 22 shows. Awful. All right. I'm going to put our thumbs out. And for this Vegas Nitro in 3, 2, 1 will be thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Sorry, your thumb was in the Matrix for a second.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to give this show a thumbs up. I actually put in my notes to give it a thumbs up because it felt vibrant. It felt sleeker than most WCW Nitros. I liked Macho and Flair, but yeah, just those last couple of matches with the finishes and then Hogan having the masturbation session in the main event. Yeah, it's a thumbs down show.
And the repeat promo to fucking close the show, like.
Oh God.
I thought this was one of the worst Nitros as far as execution. Like, I don't like the hot shotting, the hot potato booking with the title changes. It felt like Nitro was just trying too hard and like Like, they're really scared of what's on the other channel. This is Raw's chance right now to end the True Rewind streak. They haven't won since they've won 4. It's 14-4. It's right there in the palm of their hands. Let's go to USA. Boom. Live from Stockton, California. Fun fact, I forgot to mention in the Royal Rumble episode that Steve Austin's elimination was by accident. Fatu had too much baby oil. I don't know if you remember this story. And then Austin slipped. He was supposed to be in the Final 4 and be eliminated by Shawn. And then he just looks at Shawn Michaels. He's like, fuck, man, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to come up with something new. I forgot about that story.
I forgot that story too. That's awesome.
Man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Man, you talk about imagine fuck. Oh no, I can't say it because we're gonna be spoiling next year. But forget it.
Sonny's shooting some pool and again warns us: viewer discretion advised.
Loving these intros.
The Royal Rumble recap review, which Vince McMahon he calls the Royal Rumble was shocking, bizarre, titillating, revolting, and absolutely outrageous. The road to WrestleMania starts now, and it starts with some salsa music. Savio Vega's dancing. He's interrupted by Jim Cornette. It was a great tie. Nice tie of Marilyn Monroe. He lets us know what time it is. It's Vader time. Rest in peace, Savio. Vader pummels Savio with huge right hands, left hands, crosses, hooks. Savio makes a short comeback. Vader even takes a bump over the top rope for him. Cornette says, it sure as hell ain't Savio time. Vader splash in the corner, and then Vader bomb for the win in 3 minutes. Vader then dumps Savio again. He's not finished. It's another Vader bomb. Vader then grabs the ref and headbutts him twice, throwing him out of the ring. The ref takes a nice bump. Another ref comes in. He gets bitch slapped and powerbombed viciously. Gorilla Monsoon, the interim president.
Uncle Gino.
Pissed. Yes. He gets in Vader's face. Cornette begs them to stop. They tease this for a little bit, and, Gorilla tells the announcer to announce Vader is indefinitely suspended.
Yeah, done, son.
Bad move. Vader shoves Cornette, gets in Gorilla's face again. Monsoon takes his glasses off. Vader then
scared. He wasn't pussy at all.
No, he wasn't. This is not your regular authority figure here, folks.
Vader slaps Gorilla on the back for ignoring him, checking on the ref. And Gorilla responds with several chops to Vader. The crowd pops.
Huge pop for Gorilla.
Vader then splashes Gorilla and the ref in the corner to shrieks from the crowd. Ah! He drops an elbow on Gorilla. Vince screams, no! Drags Monsoon to the corner to deliver the Vader bomb to boos and some cheers.
Protected the shit out of him with that Vader bomb, too. Protected him for his life.
Did.
He knew better.
He did.
He knew better.
He did. He did. He didn't want to kill him.
At all.
Razor and Shawn come out to save
A little late.
Gorilla.
They done fucked everybody up, like.
Not Kenny Omega late, but. Vince screams at Vader at ringside. This was awesome.
I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. He just kept saying it over. I can't believe you did that.
From the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Meltzer called this one of the best angles in years.
It was. This is the best angle we've seen so far on Monday Night Raw.
Really fucking good.
Says Vader's suspension was for him to get shoulder surgery, and he'll be back before Mania. And taking out Monsoon is a way to get in a new president, who we will see very soon, who will be more lax and chill and allow more chaos to imitate ECW's popular style that is taking off. Fun fact, this was also around the time that Vader is appearing on Boy Meets World. Remember that show?
Oh, absolutely.
A Boy Meets World.
Some of my favorite episodes of Boy Meets World when he's playing Frankie Stechino's father.
Any other thoughts on this segment?
Raw started off very good. Off to a good start.
I will just give you a spoiler. This is the best thing on either show.
Best
Best thing
thing in a long time.
Best thing that's happened on Raw during our whole trip down memory lane on True Rewind. And it led to, in my opinion, one of the funniest promos I've ever seen. After the break, Gorilla is stretchered out of the building. We then see Vader grabbing Jim Cornette in the locker room, and we get this Vader promo. Listen to me! Vader is declaring war on every wrestler in the WWF and every official, and that includes you, Mr. McMahon, and Mr. Ah!
Next time I forget my lines, I'm just gonna say that. Ah!
Oh shit.
Yeah. Vader destroys the locker room. Vader just looks like an uncontrollable monster right here. Very good shit. Hunter Hearst Helmsley comes out with some valet. Definitely not China. Shay Marks is the name of the woman. I did my research. She's apparently a former Playboy Playmate of the Month.
I'm thinking about to say Miss America or some shit, but you're close enough.
Razor Ramon makes his entrance. It's a click match. Is this the only time these two have wrestled on TV?
Battle of the Click.
I think so. From what I mean,
I'm sure on house shows.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, on TV, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think Razor he doesn't have that much time with us in WWF, so I think you might be right.
There's a pre-recorded promo on the screen with $1 Million Man and 1-2-3 Kid.
Oh, God.
See, you're doing that, but I thought this was hilarious.
Fucking.
They make fun of Razor being a crybaby about losing last night. They have a bottle and a diaper for him. I thought the delivery was great. I enjoyed this.
It was very camp.
You may be wondering where Sid is. Remember, Sid and Kid are supposed to be a team. Sid is out with a neck injury, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. And some in the locker room thought he was faking the neck injury because he had to put over Bob Holly at some house shows.
Well, I got an idea. Why don't you put me over Big Sid, you know?
These Bob Holly segments are great. We don't get them often, but they're funny. I also see a sign in the crowd that says, "Not into retired old wrestlers." Vince McMahon had to make that up, right? He wrote that? He made that sign?
It was a Planet fan.
Hold this sign for us.
Hunter beats down Razor and Kid comes out to put the baby bottle in Razor's face. Razor's having a tough couple of nights here.
He's having a lot of homosexual things happening to him over the last couple of weeks. No wonder he went out the company. I don't blame him.
Oh, man. Razor chases Kid around the ring. Again, Kid is too fast. He's lightning quick. Kid spits at Razor from afar. Oof. As he gets counted out. Dirty finish. 8 minutes. Hunter remains undefeated. Razor goes back in the ring, beats up Hunter a little bit, goes for the Razor's Edge. Hunter slips out and right into Shay's arms and leaves with her. You think all of the click hit that?
Sheesh.
Wow.
She was a part of Sean's celebration from the Rumble, probably.
Absolutely. And then he was like, put her in a dress and Hunter can walk her down the ring. I think this started Hunter's gimmick where he had a new girl every week.
Yes, and eventually one of them might be a pretty big deal. We'll see.
Yeah.
Vince presents, for comedic purposes only, Ted's Wrestling War Room. He calls it the final episode. Ted brags about buying old shit and repackaging it. He's tired of stealing WWF ideas. He needs an original idea. Nobody can think of anything. Scheme Gene says he has an idea, but call his hotline because it's too hot for TV. The new generation don't fall for cheap imitations. According to Wrestling Observer, After Nitro's beatdown last week in the ratings of Raw, Eric Bischoff tried to call Vince McMahon personally. Vince would not take the call, so he left a message with Vince's secretary asking Vince McMahon to continue doing these skits because it was driving Nitro's ratings upwards even more.
What a troll.
Boom. Roasted. Eric Bischoff is petty. Oh my god. He's a good. Oh. But Vince is petty too, so.
Petty E.
They have the Raw band, and Dork Hendricks is playing air guitar with them, acting like he's contributing to the live music.
We got a cameo by the good brother Jim Johnson,
Yes, Jim Johnson in there.
A lot of great
him?
theme song. Yeah.
Yeah, with the headphones.
Nice.
The other person with the headphones.
Nice. Doesn't get enough credit. Why isn't he even in the Hall of Fame yet? Like, what the fuck?
Should be.
Why the fuck did they get rid of him to begin with?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Vince introduces the Heartbreak Kid, the winner of the Royal Rumble. Is Sexy Boy the greatest entrance music of all time? It is for me.
Top 3.
It's the best by the person who's coming out to the music. I will give him that. I can't say that.
What is that competing with? Like Tyler Breeze?
$1 Million. I think $1 Million Man, doesn't he do?
Well, no. Technically, towards his later in his career, it didn't really mean much, Sexy Boy, but definitely, yeah, I got a top 3.
I won't man, that's like the best guitar.
Yeah, that riff, that is fire, but not the best.
Not the greatest.
Guys, leave your thoughts in the comments. Let them know you agree with me.
I'm gonna piss off Romeo. Judas is better than that. Judas. Judas is better.
Oh my god. But HBK says he told you so. He's back in the saddle. Says he will take care of the 9 chumps in Syracuse in due time. I highly doubt that.
I was clapping. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, okay. The 9 chumps. He called them the 9 chumps.
See what happened the first time. Yeah.
He says he also needs to take care of Owen Hart. That draws out Jim Cornette. Vince defends Shawn Michaels to Cornette as Shawn puts his arm around Vince. Vince just loves his boy toy. He'll defend him to the grave. Jim
thought Vince was his manager.
Yeah. Jim with great heel shit saying Owen has nothing left to prove against him. Jim goads Shawn into putting his title shot on the line at Mania, up for grabs against Owen Hart. Shawn then starts to get sappy for some reason. And Jim Cornette just stuns him, like fake crying, calling him a chicken. Shane asks the Clique what he should do, and they cheer like idiots. Shawn then accepts the challenge and tosses Cornette over the top rope. The match is on. I thought Jim Cornette was great here.
Was.
I hate to say it, but yes, Jim Cornette was great in this segment.
Next Monday is Super Monday after the big game, after the Super Bowl. We're going to have 2 huge super matchups. Diesel versus Bulldog. I do not want to see that again. HBK versus Yokozuna.
Not much better either.
Yeah. These are super great matchups. Yeah. Okay.
And then it's Goldust with Marlena versus Bret Hart. It's the IC champ versus the world champ.
Champion versus champion.
Yeah. Vince McMahon asks, can you believe Goldust actually won the title last night? Fuck. It's Jerry Lawler. Come on, don't start being homophobic again, man. I cried. I had to pause and regain my composure. I was in tears laughing.
That was awesome. That was an awesome response by Jerry.
The audacity of Jerry the King Lawler to call somebody homophobic was made it even more funny. That's real.
We got some pre-recorded comments from Goldust.
It was a masterpiece. 2 thumbs up. An Oscar award-winning performance. Now yet more gold is alive. What will be my next trophy? Bret Hart, Calgary Cowboy. You will remember the name of Goldust.
Come on, Calgary Cowboys, pretty clever. Vince says Brett has a knee injury from last night. Still wanted to
And a
wrestle.
black eye.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. Goldust starts doing his flamboyant mannerisms as Marlena touches herself. Two brave, noble fans, start a chant. They are the only two. Everyone else is like,
Oh, I'm not going there.
Jesus Christ.
I can't say it rhymes with
You
maggot.
just did.
What they say. I'll bleep that out.
Yes.
Like,
You're like Jerry Lawler and Vince McMahon, man. Let's start with this.
Oh my God, you two. Viewers' discretion is advised.
All you gotta do
we gotta play that Sunday promo at the beginning of this episode now.
Things here don't go Goldust's way. Marlena tries to take him to the back, but Razor meets him at the entrance and punches him.
He should have won by disqualification.
That was it. It was over.
The ref was staring right at this. Like, what reason was it not?
And then he threw him back in the ring. It's over. The match is done.
Like, he could have just like guided him back to the ring, but no, he had to punch him first while the referee was watching, and it wasn't a DQ.
Yet another hate crime on Razor's resume.
And the ref deserves hate crime credit. Like, you watched the hate crime happen and didn't do a damn thing.
I'm not gonna go in.
Stop being homophobic, Javon.
Oh man.
Brett with the sharpshooter, Goldust taps, dirty finish, 5 minutes. They emphasize that Goldust tapped quickly to conserve his legs.
Yeah, so you got something important to do after.
And then afterwards, Vince is with Brett. Brett blames Diesel for robbing his fans of a clean result. He's always been a thorn in his side. He's going to take care of him in the steel cage. And says, Undertaker, brother, you will get a rematch.
We should have got a little bit more action between the two guys. I think Goldust had seemed like a babyface to me throughout this entire 1996. Like, he wasn't the heel in the No Razor feud. He wasn't a heel here because he got jumped by two guys. Like, Jesus, Goldust needs he deserves credit for being the top baby. He's a better babyface than Hulk Hogan is on the other show.
They advertise another Billionaire Ted segment next week. After they just said that tonight's was the final chapter.
He's gonna do a press conference. It's not a skit, so that's what they meant.
Oh, okay. Match of the night. I'm gonna disagree with you guys. I thought Triple H and Razor was better than Brett and Goldust.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. Like, whatever. Fucking point, jeez. Whatever.
The match was never about the match. Like, literally, we got a minute. 1, 2, 3 Kid, $1 Million Man inset promo.
So was the Brett Goldust. Same thing.
No. At least we got
a match.
5 to 6 minutes of that match before the
until Razor came out.
Yeah.
Really, I felt like it was a bunch of Goldust just touching himself.
Hey, that's more of a match than Razor and Hunter. We only got 1 minute of that before 1, 2, 3 Kid came out with a baby bottle and interfered and got a count out finish. And at least we got a clean finish.
Maybe it was the diaper and the baby bottle that popped me in. Maybe.
At least we got a clean finish in this one, somewhat.
No, it's not clean.
Yes, it was. It was
It was much cleaner, yeah. Than fucking chasing a man around the ring with a baby bottle. Jesus.
Exactly. Like, oh my God, Razor looked awful on this show. He committing hate crimes, picking on people smaller than him, getting mad at a baby bottle. Like, good Jesus. How can we give him any type of credit after this show? I'm going with Brett versus Goldust. That's match of the night.
MVP, it's got to be Vader, right?
Oh, by far. Unanimous.
It's Vader time. LVP, I'm going to go with Billionaire Ted and Scheme Gene.
Like I said before, Razor looked awful on this show, so Razor is my LVP.
Razor got hurt all show.
He got hurt the entire show. He did not look good coming off of his loss of the Intercontinental title.
All right, we're gonna put our thumbs out for Monday Night Raw. Can they break the streak? In 3, 2, 1, it'll be thumbs up or thumbs down. 3, 2, 1. Streak's over! Streak's over! 2 thumbs up and a thumbs in the middle. You gotta love the Vader angle. That almost won it on its own.
That's what that
pretty much, yeah.
10 out of 10 segment. And the Michaels Jim Cornette promo was good. Like I said, I liked Hart versus Goldust other than Razor's interference. And yeah, those segments carried the show for me. And other than Razor and Hunter disappointing, but other than that, it was a really solid show.
And I want to say that it feels like they had more star power than usual.
They did.
Like that Brett, Shawn, Razor, Goldust.
And this felt live. It just had
it
didn't have that smoky feel that makes it feel taped all the time like we've been seeing.
I'm sure next week is gonna be.
Yeah, it felt live. It felt vibrant. The arena they were in Stockton looked good. It reminded me of the Raws that I grew up on. So I liked this episode.
2 dirty finishes, 2 rough bumps, and 1 structure job. Thank you, Gino.
Uncle Gino deserves something. He is the unsung hero of this episode.
Yeah, basically.
Damn, Tia don't got no insider info how Uncle Gino is doing with all this.
Tia did say that she was very scared of Vader as a kid, and I pointed to this segment, being where the origin was, but she said no, she was scared of the mask and how big he was. So
did she watch this segment with you?
Yes, she did, and she laughed. And she shitted on Razor and Shawn Michaels for being late. She said they were probably backstage doing coke. That's why they came out. They came out
man. Sheesh.
Ratings. Last week, Raw did a 2.4 and Nitro did a 3.5, the highest yet of the Monday Night War. Raw had the Royal Rumble fallout, Brett versus Goldust, Vader, Shawn, Nitro to go home for Clash Champs, Savage versus Flair for the title, Sting and Lex for the tag titles against Harlem Heat, and of course Hogan versus One Man Gang. That draw right there. What do you think? Let's start with Nitro. What do you think Nitro did?
I don't think they went up, so I'm gonna go with a 3.
I'm gonna say 3.2.
Jaquan is closer. They went down to a 2.7.
Goddamn.
What do you think Raw did?
So 2.7 for Raw.
I'm going to say 3.0.
Sid is closer. 2.9. Raw wins. They now lead 9-8-2. And they've won 3 of the past 4 weeks. Almost since Eric Bischoff started bragging about the ratings.
Maybe he should have shut his ass up.
That'll be the theme of the whole feud. Shut up.
Just shut up, Bischoff.
And on the True Rewind scoreboard, Nitro now leads 14-5. Raw is back for the first time in about 10 to 11 weeks. Maybe more than that.
Yes, they break the 10-show winning streak of WCW Nitro, so they're back on the board, and that has been episode 30 of True Rewind. Post your comments down below. Let us know what you thought of January 22nd, 1996 for WWF Raw and WCW Nitro. Let us know what you thought about the big time Vader angle, what you thought about the hot shot booking over on WCW Nitro, new WCW heavyweight champion in the Macho Man Randy Savage, and much more. For our Supreme Ivan Ooze, Drunk Guy JJ, tell them where they can find you.
Instagram, hacksaw_J_Duggan. Twitter, Drunken Master JJ. That's it. The gang, you already know we can follow us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Skonex, Black Planet, X Videos,
Mande.
All everywhere. True Hill Heat. Subscribe, follow, add, all of that.
Of course, there is the connoisseur of reporting, Mr. Romeo Anthony Colon.
The Pride of NY on Twitter and Instagram, and the Wednesday Night Warriors here every week on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. We debate AEW versus NXT, the Wednesday Night War.
You can find me at TrueHeal_EpicSP3 on Instagram. You can find me every single Wednesday live on Wrestle2 YouTube channel with Alex McCarthy on Wrestling Daily, where we debate your latest wrestling news. If you want to hear just us talking about the latest wrestling news, check me out every single Saturday right here on True Heel Heat, on the True Heel Heat podcast. Of course, episode 100. You could check that out if you haven't already. YouTube channel right now. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with all your wrestling fans and friends. Push the subscribe button and the bell to stay notified for all the great content right here on True Heel Heat. It is me, your True Heel Phenom SP3. This has been True Rewind, episode 30. Signing off until next time. It's Vader time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.